Hi, my name is Kara Day. Welcome to Daychild. This video is the first video in a series on behavior management. In this video, I'm going to be talking with you about the choice chart. We decided to start with the choice chart because the #1 issue my clients ask about is daily behavior management. I developed the choice chart when my 4 children were 3, 5, 7, and 9 years old. I needed something that would work no matter where we were and no matter what we were doing. And the choice chart does just that. And the good news is the choice chart works whether you have 1 child or a bit more. It works with children beginning around age 3 until they move out, or until they reach an age or a level of maturity where you feel that they just don't need it anymore. And you would know when that is. Also, the whole program is modifiable to work for the individual needs of your family. I have been presenting this system through the Happy Kids class that I teach since about 2007, as well as through my private coaching practice for about the last 10 years. Parents love to share about their successes with the choice chart. Overwhelmingly, they also share how much their children love the choice chart. I know for me, one time I stopped using it for about a month when we were moving. And once we got settled, the kids started to say, "When are we going to start the choice chart again?" This is because the choice chart creates a consistency and predictability with discipline that children both enjoy and benefit from. It also helps create a calm and secure home environment. But before diving in, there's a caveat. You can't just implement the choice chart and expect a beautiful family culture to emerge. The choice chart is taught as 1 hour of a 7-hour class, and now you are experiencing it as just one small part of a large body of information and ideas about creating a beautiful family culture. The choice chart is a tool. This system is a tool. It works within the context of a family who wants to have more fun and is willing to work for it. The analogy I like to use is to imagine that you are building a beautiful home that is going to be everything you have ever wanted it to be. You have the vision, the plans, the workers, and the materials, and everyone is engaged. In this scenario, the choice chart is the hammer and the nails. It's not the whole house, but it's an essential part that makes building the house a lot easier and a lot more fun. It's a tool, when wielded by an able user, that can be the foundation of something really beautiful. You might consider using the choice chart if you frequently have to repeat yourself before your children will do what you say. You want to create more harmony between siblings. You feel yourself getting worked up or stressed when redirecting or disciplining your children. You feel at a loss at times as to exactly when a child should receive a consequence or not. You feel at a loss about what consequence your child should have. You are often told by your children, "That's not fair," or "He never gets in trouble, only me." You feel at a loss at times about how much to lecture, reward, and praise children. Your parenting sometimes feels like a chore, and you want to start having more fun as a family. Or you want to have even more fun with your already fun family. Isn't this everyone? One more thing before we get started. I can't recommend that you go it alone with the choice chart if you have a child that's regularly violent toward you, other family members, or their surroundings. It's not that you can't use the choice chart. I would just want you to use it in conjunction with professional therapy or coaching. So here are the basic elements of the choice chart. First, you need the rules. Then you need to follow a few simple steps. And then you need the choice chart itself and some stickers. Or if you think your kids are too old for stickers, you can just use a pen to mark the chart. Here's a completed choice chart. On the left, you see your children's names. To the right of that, the days of the month, from the 1st to the 31st. Let's start with the rules. Parents make the rules. In this instance, I made them, but you're going to present them as your rules. Kids do not get to make the rules. You are ultimately responsible for your children. That's why you get to make the rules. I made these rules for the first class that I taught as an elementary school teacher before my own children were here. If you look at this picture, you'll see my great 80s haircut. But even more importantly, you'll see the rules on the wall behind me, behind the flag. The rules haven't changed. At that time, I wanted to create a set of simple, positively stated rules that would cover any behavior that could be displayed in the classroom. Here are the rules. We cooperate, we speak kindly, and we keep our hands, feet, and other objects to ourselves. As it turned out, the rules did cover everything, so those became the rules that I used with my own children once they were born. And now they're the foundation of the choice chart system. Now I'm going to go through the rules using the same language that you would use when you're explaining the rules to your children. The first rule is we cooperate. This means we participate in our family with a cooperative attitude. The prefix co means together, and operate means to work. So when we are cooperating, we are working together. When we work together, life is more fun. Cooperating means that you are helping the family or the greater good at any given time. Sometimes this will mean that you need to start doing something that you've been asked to do. Other times it might mean that you'll need to stop doing something that you've been asked to stop doing. Being cooperative will help our family to have more fun together. So going forward, we will all be looking for ways to be more cooperative. The second rule is we speak kindly. This means that we will use a kind tone of voice and kind words to express ourselves, even when we're upset. Being sad, frustrated, or angry does not give us the right to speak rudely to anyone in our family. Going forward, we will all be speaking kindly to one another. If we speak unkindly, we will fix it up right away and say it again in a kind way until this becomes our new habit. This goes for parents too. We are all going to start speaking kindly. The next rule is that we keep our hands, feet, and other objects to ourselves. This means we will only touch each other in loving ways. We will not hurt each other or throw things, even if we think it's just playing. This way, we will all know that we are physically safe. Even when you are very frustrated, you may not hit, push, or be mean physically in any way. We also will not play in ways where someone could get hurt if it gets out of hand. This way, we will all be physically safe. Some parents and teachers make the mistake of making a long list of rules. Another mistake is listing things that you do not want your children to do. Words are very powerful, and you do not want these words in your home. This list, no hitting, no biting, no yelling, no running, no teasing, no name-calling, no leaving a mess, quickly turns to this: hitting, biting, yelling, running, teasing, name-calling, and leaving a mess. Don't talk about what you don't want to see. Use your words to create the culture in your family. You will want to post the rules in your kitchen or an active part of your home. Posting the rules makes them easy to learn and to refer to when you're redirecting your child in step 2. Okay, so now for the steps. Here are the 5 basic steps of the choice chart system. Each is equally important and all are modifiable. Step 1, identify the behavior type. Step 2, give a verbal redirection. Step 3, isolate. Step 4, mark the penalty. Step 5, and this one you'll do once a week or once a month. Reward with payday dinner. Then a few more elements you need to know. First, how to introduce the choice chart to your children. Second, why is isolation a consequence? Next, what happens at the 3rd penalty? And last, what happens when you're not at home, and XYZ. The rules are like the constitution of a government. Once you've determined that a rule has been broken, then the steps take you through the judicial process. Okay, so let's get started with step 1. A child in need of redirection will be displaying one of 3 behavior types: a start behavior, a stop behavior, or a never behavior. A start behavior is something you want your child to start doing, such as get dressed, get in the car, do your homework, set the table, clean up, take a bath, help your dad. A stop behavior is something you want your child to stop doing, Stop bouncing the ball. Stop whining. Stop talking incessantly. Stop watching television. Stop kicking the back of my seat. A never behavior is something that you never want your child to do. You will determine your family's never behaviors before you introduce the choice chart. This is so when you introduce the choice chart, you can discuss your family's never behaviors so they can be known by all. Never behaviors have to be known ahead of time by everyone because what you do when your child exhibits a never behavior is different than what you do when they exhibit a start or a stop behavior. And we'll get to that in a little bit. Your never list might include touching dangerous things, taking an unnecessary safety risk, defiance toward parents, violence toward anyone, destroying things, using swear words, saying shut up or stupid or similar put-downs that make your skin crawl. The never list can evolve as your children grow and new issues come up. For start and stop behaviors, you've now reached your one chance to provide your child with a brief explanation of something that you want them to think about before you move on to the next step. You only want to provide this brief explanation if this is a new behavior for your child. You do not want to re-explain why a behavior is unacceptable or why you want your child to start doing a behavior if you have already done so in the past. Here are two examples of how you might provide a brief explanation to your child before you move on to the second step. Let's say your child is in the family room and they are throwing all of their toys out of their toy chest. You notice that a rule is being broken. The rule that's being broken is we cooperate. You have identified the behavior as a stop behavior because you want your child to stop throwing their toys. Before redirecting your child, you might say to them, when you throw your toys, you might break them or you might hit somebody. And you're making quite a mess that you will have to pick up. When you do this, I might decide to put your toys away until you can treat them with respect. However, if this is not the first time that your child has displayed this behavior, which is usually the case, you will skip this explanation and go directly to step 2. Another example would be if your child is not engaging in a soccer practice or some other sort of a lesson. First, you would notice that your child is breaking a rule. The rule that's being broken is we cooperate. Next, you would identify the behavior type as a start behavior. That is, you want your child to start engaging in the lesson. If it was the first time that you've noticed your child not engaging in the lesson, you might say to them, your coach has done their part by showing up. I did my part by bringing you here to participate. It is your responsibility to engage and to do your best. Again, if it isn't the first time that your child has displayed the behavior, you don't want to explain again and again what your expectations are. You just notice that a rule has been broken, identify the behavior type, and then move on to the next step, which is to redirect your child. We will cover step 2, redirecting your child, in the next video. Thank you for watching. We want to make more videos for you. If you like this video, please sign up for our newsletter and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Bye! Hi, I'm talking with you about the choice chart. That's because when well, you get over here and do it then. Oh, system, it's a tool. I don't know. Can't see my hair. Oh, I know, the animata should go on and go, these dogs know how to cooperate. Thanks.